We've got a head-to-head for you comic book fans out there. I know Victor Lucas is very excited. We've got Injustice, Gods Among Us, and Marvel Contest of Champions. Both of these games free to play.
Yep.
So we thought
scary.
Yeah, scary, but we thought it would be a very fair matchup. Now, what we like to do in the head-to-head is start with visuals. So what did you think, Victor Lucas?
Well, it almost doesn't feel quite fair in a couple of ways because obviously Injustice had a lot of the console art to build its, characters and its environment. It's the same team that developed the iOS game where everybody was working together, whereas Marvel Contest of Champions was developed by Kabam right here in Vancouver, actually, and they did a great job, but they obviously were building something from scratch. I think I have to give the model edge and the environmental edge to Injustice.
Definitely.
It just looks a little more console-like. I don't think Contest of Champions is a slouch at all. I actually love the animations of Contest of Champions.
Oh no, so did I.
Yeah.
I thought they were great, especially that we're playing them on the iPad. I thought they looked really great.
Yep.
Honestly, just Injustice Gods Among Us already had the leg up going in. This thing, I mean, it just looks so real, it looks so gritty, and I feel like that also plays into the sound design, which we're going to get to right now. What did you think of both of these games?
I like the orchestral stuff in Marvel Contest of Champions. I like the punches. I like the the sound effects. I really miss the heroic voices though, especially when I see the Hulk, screaming and reaching out and wanting to and you don't really hear anything. There's a little bit more sound up stuff, obviously, from the console game in Injustice. I think, again, Injustice comes out a little bit ahead.
I'm going to have to go with Injustice Gods Among Us because it felt more like a video game. The sound design really felt more like a video game.
All right, well, let's talk about gameplay, though, because this is where I think the real battle exists. And, although Injustice borrows from a fantastic console fighting experience, it's still really fun to play to this day. The mobile game is really simple. It's just really just sliding and tapping and then using the super move. Now, you can say a lot of the same for Contest of Champions, but I love the way that they set up the whole quest mode, and then they've got versus modes broken up between one-on-one or three-on-three sort of matches that way.
Right.
You feel like the progression is there, although it's all rooted in these silly microtransactions and trying to determine which of these jewels and crystals will be better used for what end,
Right. No, it's true. There are a lot of collection moments happening in the game, really, after every single fight. And there's also those classic freemium games where you play one type of challenge every day. They have those in there as well. But the thing is, they have those in there. There's more things to do in the Marvel game. So I am going to give the nod to gameplay for Marvel. Yeah,
Injustice is still pretty slick, and it's, they've done a lot with a little, and the card collection is still fun. Truthfully, I think they're both pretty solid. Just don't get roped into spending lots of dough.
Yeah.
What do you, so who's your winner?
I want to give it to Marvel because of the gameplay, but I have to give it to Injustice because it won 2-1.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it to Marvel, actually. I'm coming out even. I think gameplay is the most important element here. I think that Marvel's just a little bit more fun to win. In terms of scores, Injustice, I'm going to give an 8 to. What about you?
Injustice gets an 8 for me.
All right. And what about Marvel Contest of Champions?
It gets a 7.
Yeah, I'm going to give that an 8.5.